and how to prepare himself for the real world that he came from, that he's going to enter into. Believe. How are you going to believe? Everybody is saying, Ya Rabbi, increase my iman, increase my iman. What do you think it is? It's like a gasoline that you put inside, it increases? What is faith? What is belief? Tell them to keep them quiet a little bit, otherwise to go upstairs, everyone, inshallah. A couple of minutes we're giving sohbat. It'll be good to listen, to see what our Shaykh is sending to us. Later they can cry much as they want. So what is belief? Where do we get belief from? Oh, belief is in me. Nothing is in you. Nothing is from you. Nothing is from us. If you say belief is from me, you've already made a shirk that time. Belief comes from who? From Allah. Isn't that one of His names? Mu'min. And He gives belief to whomever He wishes. He gives belief especially to the ummah of His most beloved one, the one who is asking. The ones who is not asking, He gives that belief to. It is in there, but it is not from us. It is from something else, someone else. It is from our Creator. So to look for belief, thinking you by yourself, you read a couple of books, you argue a couple of times these days, you go on YouTube, see a couple of videos, then you're going to get the belief. You're not going to. Never it has happened that way, never it will happen that way. With everything there is a protocol. It may look like it's so direct, but with everything there is a process and there is a protocol. This whole world is showing us that there is a process and there is a protocol, correct? Everything in this world is showing us, whether in this natural world or the world that man makes for himself. There is a protocol and there is a process. The rain, it just doesn't come down directly. These days people don't even understand where the rain comes from. And we say the rain, it is coming from the paradise. You say no, it's coming from the clouds. The sun, we say there is a process. No, the sun just shines just like that. I was speaking to some murid last week. I think he is listening too. Saying, does the sun shine directly to us? Do we get direct sunlight? He says, yes. I say, no. If we get direct sunlight, we're all going to be burned to pieces. Nothing left. No, not even any piece. Correct? The sun has to be filtered through so much to reach to us, that what reaches to us, it is just enough for us to live and to be useful and to be beneficial. If we do more than that, it's going to harm us. If we are coming from a world, a country, a nation that is not seeing too much sun, and you decide to move and go to a place where there's too much sun, and you're there 24 hours, you're going to get so much sickness and disease. Those ones coming from a lot of sun, suddenly they go to a place where the sun maybe a couple of hours a day for so many months of the year, something is going to hit them. It's not going to be too comfortable for them too. So everything has a law. Everything has a process. What about our belief? Wahhabis are saying everything is direct from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not even the sun is shining directly to us. And it is not shining through thousands of different ways. It is through one way. One law that is there. So this is the month of Allah. If we are looking to increase our faith, what is it that we have to do? How do you look for that faith? We are speaking a lot about cleaning ourselves and emptying ourselves. That is the first step. That's not the only step. There are so many steps now. That's just the first step. We have this house, we have this masjid. We want to make this building, say it is a home. We want to make this building, you buy a house, into a home. You buy the house. Is that already a home? No. What do you need to do? First thing that everybody does is you have to clean up. You have to take out everything that you don't need, everything that is dirty. Then what do you need to do? You need to fix. Correct. It's clean, but the roof is leaking. The basement, there's water. There's this and there's that, so you need to fix. What happens after you fix? Everything is proper now. That's the time you need to fill it up. What do you need to fill it up with? Things that say, this is a home. This belongs to me, this place, and this is my surrounding. You're bringing your couch, your kitchen sink, your refrigerator, everything that is making it. So you have everything there. Is it still a home? You have everything there. Power is working, everything is complete. The building is complete. What else does it need there to make it into a real home? What does it need? The people. The people. That time you need to live there. You can just make it and you don't go. That's not a home. In America, they call it vacation house. Correct? It's not home. You're just passing through. You don't feel like you belong. Correct or no? You need to live there. You need to adapt to that home now. And you need to make everything to work. Say our heart is like that house. And we want to fill it up with faith. First, you clean. You take everything else out that does not belong there. Don't think it is so simple. Tariqat is not a weekend seminar that you listen to a couple of lectures and they give you questionnaire and you tick in a box. Did you get rid of your anger today? Yes, so tick here. How about jealousy? Yes, I have. If you have not, please state the reason why. 40 days, what are you going to do? No, it's not like that. Of course, they're making tariqat to be like that. That you just sit and you listen to seminar about purifying yourself and you come back purified. Of course, some saying with one gaze of the Shaykh, you can be purified. Yes, for those ones who submit. Those ones who under the gaze of the Shaykh, they melt and they submit, not those ones who stand up with their ego. So we're talking about faith. We clean. We fix our heart. We put Allah there. Then what do you need to do? Just like in the home, you need to live there. So now the heart has to be pumping with that, and you have to live your faith. You don't live your faith. It is just philosophy. Emotions is just illusions and delusion. Well, first step, yes, we're talking about cleaning. Then how are you going to put faith in there? What are you going to do? Faith is not something that you can find in books. If it is, Imam al-Ghazali, he would have been the one who is the highest in faith at that time when he was the highest scholar in all the Muslim lands. But he himself says, I have lost my faith. I don't believe. I know everything about the religion, but I don't have faith. And he had a crisis of faith. He can answer anything in matters of religion. He can answer whether it's fiqh. He can answer whether it is history. He can answer whether it is to do with Islamic civilization and the knowledges of Islamic civilization. But he asks himself and he says, my belief is no longer there. He had a crisis of faith. So it's not found in books, definitely not on the internet. What did he do to find faith? Did he read some more? No. What did he do? He looked and he searched and he found the people of faith. And by being with the people of faith, he found his faith. Because that is the protocol, that is the process. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives everything, faith included, first to the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. You cannot take directly from the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam too. You will burn. You cannot take directly from the sun. You will burn. If you just extend your hand like this, and if you are making, the sun is coming 1 millimeter closer to you, you will burn. Everything in this world is going to burn. You see how delicate the process is? Do we understanding how delicate the process of faith is? It's not so easy. We're talking about real faith. We're not talking about just monkey see and monkey do. But it's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Taqlid is also part of your faith. You repeat and you imitate. That is the first step. But beyond that, you want to have real knowledge. Prophet ﷺ is saying, the best knowledge is the knowledge that you experience. So when are we going to experience faith if we are not sitting with the people of faith? So the faith is given then to the inheritors of the prophets, the saints and the sheikhs. Be with them, sit, learn from them, be with the salihin. They will teach us our faith. We all thought we had faith. Let me speak for myself. I thought I had faith until I sat with Shaykh Effendi. Correct? Did he try to impress us with anything? Nothing. A saint and a sheikh does not try to impress you. He doesn't impress. If it is, he's not a real one. Did he try to impress you with his knowledge, with his books, with his lineage, with his this, with his that? Nothing. Those who are following them, we don't talk about that too. We may have, but we don't talk about it because our Shaykh is not speaking about it. What made our faith to increase when we're sitting with him? What is that transmission of faith? Because those ones who have faith, they are sitting with Allah. They are sitting with the Holy Prophet ﷺ. They are not separated from them. And if just physically you're sitting next to them, you're going to get the same blessings You're going to get the scent of the roses with them. Both, I'm talking symbolically and also literally. How many times you sat with Sheikh Effendi and the smell of roses is coming, he's not putting anything on. One time I remember we went to visit someone. They love him very much, and that is showing to him. And he loved them. He prayed on the sajada. And that sajada, the place where he put his forehead, smelled like roses for 7 days. It was strong. We have noticed all these kinds of karamats from our sheikhs. We don't talk about it too much. But the people of faith, they have signs. They don't need to show up the signs to you. They are a sign. And the biggest sign is when you sit with them, you just want to become a better person. You just want to become a better person. And part of being a better person is knowing how great your Lord is and how ungrateful you are. That is the first step. So we did not know faith until we met our Shaykh. Then being with him, understanding how his heart was beating and how he was moving, his actions and his intentions, his mission, make us to become closer and closer to him, gives us more and more faith and reason to believe, and a mission in this life and hereafter that is bigger than what we can ever imagine. It has nothing to do with illusion and delusion. And he did not have to open up any karamat too. In fact, if anything, this way, especially the way of the Naqshbandi order, especially in the way of the Osmanli Naqshbandis, Shaykh Effendi is forbidding thousands of times for people to be busy with mystical knowledge. Pretending to hear from different areas, pretending to see different things, summoning saints from their graves, speaking in this kind of... He is forbidding it, and he's saying people who do that, either they are charlatans, they are pretenders, they like to fool people, or they are slick like a snake. They have nothing. Because if you have something, you know that the moment you speak, that secret is out, you don't have it anymore. Do you understand? Then you will understand that even if they give you something, the more I don't speak, the more they will give. More you don't speak, more they are going to give. I'm not saying things like that, but he is forbidding us, especially when it deals with creatures of the other realms. That is very low level. For that, you don't have to be a sheikh, you don't have to be a dervish to be busy with that. Turn on the television and you see today everyone is interested in that, everyone is doing it. You don't even have to be a believer. The man can make another man to levitate right in the streets. What does that mean? That means in these days that is one of the tricks and the traps of Dajjal. He's going to use that. People who run after that kind of knowledge, they're going to be tricked by him because he's going to offer it. What is Mahdi alayhi salam going to bring? Shariatullah. He's going to revive the forgotten sunnats of the Holy Prophet alayhi salam. With that, you will have more faith. Be with the people of faith. Be with the Salihin. Sit with them. Learn from them. Be sincere. It will be very easy that time for that to be passed to your heart. It's very easy because you already have that. But like what we said yesterday, if you're looking for something else and not for that, whatever man is looking for, he is going to find. May our faith in our Shaykh increase, inshallah. That is our only prayer, inshallah, for today. And may Allah forgive me and bless you. Fatiha.